So we just finished our first day paddling from the access points on Rock Lake to our campsite here on Louisa. It's definitely a windier day today. Means the waves are gonna be choppy. We had planned on doing some fishing. Actually, the wind's calming down now, but maybe half an hour ago there was whitecaps in the middle of the lake. And I know what you see behind me isn't quite the extreme wave, but this is just an eddy, which is just like a still body of water. And out on the real lake, it's a lot more choppy, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. Looks like the sun's coming out again. We talked to a lot of people, maybe 6 or 7 groups of people. And our first question was always, how are the bugs? Because allegedly this is peak bug season, mosquitoes and black flies. Everyone said it's been, crazy, but we haven't really experienced too much of it. Maybe on the portage, it was bad, but we had bug nets and some bug spray on. Gavin forgot bug spray, so we're gonna have to ration that. But yeah, we're still kind of new to this. Maybe not Gavin, he's gone on trips with his family quite a bunch, but this is my 3rd time coming out. I've never gone twice in the same summer. I plan to go again this summer. Yeah, Algonquin is just a beautiful place. I think we've got a lot of cool trips planned, or locations planned for this short trip. I'll end up going on a longer one, maybe a 7-day one later in the season. This is part of the learning process. I don't know how much of this stuff works. I almost dropped everything and it almost all floated away. Water here is pretty clear though. A little ashy. Onion? Not sponsored yet. time is 9:15. Going to bed. "4:30 in the morning. There's a wild thunderstorm right over top of our heads right now. There's about a 1 second delay between lightning and thunder. And Gavin's worried about trees falling on top of us. Well, good morning. The rain broke this morning for maybe an hour. Let us set up our tent. Rain's slowly making a comeback though. I feel like we're gonna get spurts throughout the day. Hopefully it clears up by tonight. We've got a 1725 portage right off the bat, which is about 1 kilometer less than what we did yesterday.
1700 onto Frank.
Onto Frank, and then we have a 350 onto Henry. And then Henry, we can just paddle through a little river onto Welcome. Oh yeah, good stand. Anywhere. Up to you. Gavin and I just evac'd our stuff in under 1 minute because in Algonquin, you can hear the rain coming from about 10 minutes away. And it's starting to pick up now, but it sounds like the wind is picking up in the distances and the trees are ruffling, but it's just a downpour of rain. And that's exactly what we experienced last night in the tent. So we had plans of going out and fishing after just finishing up our burritos. And but it looks like it's gonna be a little rainy. So we're camping out in the tent for the time being. Long fucking paddle. There's a campsite along the 2170 portage.
Where's that?
Right out there.
Oh.
Today was a good day. Today we went through a bunch of marshes and we were sort of hoping to see a moose or something. Last year we saw a big moose. Well, maybe like a juvenile male going around the bend of a marsh. And it ended up holding us up for like 40 minutes. That wasn't cool, but seeing the bear itself was, or the moose itself was cool. It's starting to rain now that I'm out here. The time is 4:10. We just finished dinner. We got edged. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah, it's raining again. Last year we had even worse luck. It was maybe torrential downpour every single day. Maybe the last day of our 6-day trip was good, but There have been some on and off blue skies today. So I guess it's better than consistent rain. But I'm getting rained on now. We're gonna see if we can try and catch a sunset tonight. I don't know if that's gonna happen. It's looking like there's some more clouds rolling in, but it's only 4:10, so we might get lucky. We're still also gonna try and go to the beach. There's this lake has a bunch of beaches and dam ruins over there, so we wanted to do some exploring. So hopefully the weather holds out. But I'm not sure. So we'll keep you updated. We made it to the beach. Sandy here. It's weird seeing sand in this setting. It's usually just rocks. I've got maybe 70 or 80 flies buzzing around my head. I think they're too small to bite through any of my clothing. So I just have to worry about my face and my hands. My hands are sunburnt and exposed, but my face is covered by this net. Still very annoying. Swim backstroke.
What?
Backstroke, go.
Oh.
Drop down in the comments if I should go in the water. Alright, fine.
Just wait. Oh shit, leech. Holy fuck. Holy fuck, leech.
Two hours ago, if you had asked me if I thought I would have seen this tonight, man, the weather is all over the place. It's like these patches of rain and thunderstorms that travel pretty fast, but they can be super aggressive. And then you'll get patches like this, like a Bob Ross painting. It's why can't Algonquin always be this nice? Minus the bugs. The time is now 7:33. We've scavenged this whole point we're on. and we can't find any usable wood. It's all softwood or rotting. There's not a good log in this forest. So we're just gonna burn what little sticks we have and make it an early night in the tents. I think it's good to peel the wet bark off before you throw it in the fire, so that's sort of what I'm trying to do, but not with great success. Fire is actually sort of pumping. What's great about the ecosystem of Algonquin is its variety of trees, wildlife, but everyone seems to sort of, ignore the water, the ecosystems within the water, the grasslands. This here, this is called a trunkle dick.
Two high protein or 1 and 1? Right?
All right, the time is 7:20. Just packed up camp. Most of it. Having a coffee and 3 packets of oatmeal breakfast. We're starting off early this morning because allegedly there's going to be rotating thunderstorms hitting us at around 11 a.m. And we have a 2.5 kilometer portage right off the bat right now. Paddle to the other end of this lake here. So we have to go bang that out. And then it's a little paddle, and then another 300. And then it's a longer paddle down Perth Lake. And that'll get us to our campsite. Hopefully we want to be there 11:30. Have enough time to set up a tarp and a tent before these thunderstorms roll in. But man, not a cloud in the sky at 7:22 a.m. Magnificent. On to our second portage of the day. A little 295. This is what makes Algonquin so cool. It's like, from a distance, all you hear is this running water, and you're like, oh, there's some moving water up ahead. And then you come and you see the scale of this waterfall and how far down it goes. It's just endless. Almost swimmable. Still buggy. And it's now 10:30, and they were calling for thunderstorms at 11. Up to you. Do you want to cook them?
Yeah.
This is the first sign of those rotating thunderclouds that they called for in the forecast. It's 3:07 p.m. and they're supposed to come at 11, so I'm not complaining. This is fine. I'm just gonna tarp up and watch the rain for a while.
Did you get that spork I gave you?
Squawk?
Spork?
Yeah. I'm hoping to catch a thunder strike hitting that tree.
Nice.
Ta-da! That looks good. Call this the we don't have any fish food. We call this the catching didn't work food. We call this the last minute dinner.
Man. Long before.
Like the cracking of the trees.
Yeah.
Some people love this part of Algonquin. Some people hate it. I hate it. I feel violated. Yo. Hey. That was a tiny little fish.
What's chat saying?
Chat saying that's the best we're gonna catch.
Damn.
I still got my souvenir from last year's fire on this sweater in Algonquin. Let's see if we can make another. Ooh. Alright guys, this is our last night in Algonquin. And what a trip it's been. We've done a lot of things, but the majority of it was waiting out rain for whatever reason. We showed up in peak bug season and rain season and the season where a majority of the big animals are mating and having sex. So they're not going to be as, out in the open as usual. Last year when we came in July, we saw a nice big moose and the bugs were great. So what did I learn from this trip? Don't come here in May. It's so much better in June or July. That waterfall was like something out of a movie. I thought it looked like the one elf castle from Lord of the Rings. But yeah, we're gonna bunker down, try to maybe get a fire going for another hour or so, and then we're gonna head off early tomorrow morning. Gonna try and catch a sunrise. Weather's supposed to be nice. Good morning from our last day. Coffee's made. It's about 7:30. The thunderstorms last night were wicked. We perfectly, missed the rain, but were able to catch the lightning. We saw the storm maybe blow by us just on the next lake over, and we were able to take some nice pictures with the Canon. We've got a 340 portage between Penn Lake and Rock Lake, which is the access point. We still haven't decided what our first food outside of choice will be. I'm arguing Weber's. Gavin wants to do Kawartha ice cream.
little cliff. Hopefully it drops off. Fish are gonna be deep. It's hard.
That's the trip. All done. The last day of the trip is always the saddest. It's also nice to get back to reality. We're still debating whether we want to do Weber's or Kawartha ice cream, or just Tim Hortons, which is sort of boring. Yeah, treat this one as a warm-up for our more extreme ones later this summer, hopefully. Hopefully you guys like this little vlog. It was very impromptu. Didn't even decide I wanted to do it until the first day, actually already being on the water. So maybe next time I'll buy some better camera equipment instead of just using my phone the whole time. But yeah, that's a wrap. Bye.